Hey guys, it's Markipus here, solo review for once on Twin Star Exorcists, Sosei no Onmyoji. It's a fucking phenomenal series and I think it deserves at least some attention from this channel. But before you get on to watching the video, I'd like to suggest that you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, get up in the comment section, I'll be all over it. Markipus personally responding to comments for once. And we'll see where it goes from there. We'll see how this one goes. Let's dive right into it. Because I missed the first week of this is going to be a 1 and episode 2 review. So, let's get started. Episode 1 instantly hooked me. The start where you see the guy's past, seemingly. You don't really get a good picture of what's going on. It's just fire and blood and destruction. He's like... he just keeps naming people, name after name after name after name, and it just gets so brutal because you see all these blood splatters and you see him in the middle of the fire, like, surviving. Clearly, it's his origin story. It's really kind of fucked up. He lives whilst they died. Then it goes, and he denounces his faith in Exorcist. He then goes from there to the story then cuts a bit. Goes from his past, seemingly, to the other main character, this girl, Benyo-sama, who's been chosen to do greater things, seemingly, and she's essentially shy girl, and it's interesting, and it's just like, who are you really? It sets up for a good tone. Then it goes back to our protagonist, seemingly, in the future, where he's now trying to pick up girls because he's a sly dog, you know. He's got to get that in, and he gets rejected. And then he goes off to this other girl, and just talks it out with her. She's like, "Man, you kind of this, you kind of that. I don't know." But it's clear that she kind of likes it still. She's a bit into it. Of course, there's that ecchi run-into moment. Also, why does this character have blonde and green hair? Intriguing. It's really weird. The style of this anime for me is just so good. It's so interesting. And then, whilst they're talking, they see this kid get bullied, and he jumps in because he's on the slide, the best guy. Cuts back to Benyo-sama. She's on a train. Turns out, monsters on the train. It's a bit weird. It gets a bit crazy. Then it cuts to this house where there's seemingly other exorcists ready to get going, ready to do their thing, and head off. They go do their thing, they head off, they get to the place eventually, but not before Benyo-sama. Benyo-sama is in it to win it, essentially. Dude, she done goofs it up, she hexes, she destroys, she puts out all these charms, she puts on a mask. It's kind of weird, it's blank, but my dude, it's fucking cool. They go to another world, seemingly. It's really awesome, that style. It kind of reminds me of Madoka Magica a bit, because of how the creatures are done. It's weird, it's kind of trippy, it's really awesome. But, of course, she beats the monsters, but she expends all that energy, man. She didn't get that Goku treatment. And, the main character just happens to be there, and she's falling out the sky into a freaking river. Jokes. Main character and this character seemingly destined to meet. She's kawaii grill, he's awesome guy. You know how it goes. Typical shit. He walks her about a bit. She's like, she wants to get somewhere. She's kind of stubborn about it, but damn. Turns out some kids get kidnapped by the fucking same creatures that done goofed up this person. They need to go save them. So they open a gate to what is now known as Magano, and she finds out that he is actually also an exorcist. Intriguing. She goes off and does her exorcist thing. She kind of tries to cut up this big demon. She beats a bunch of them, or yokai in this case. She beats a bunch of them. She puts on this armor on her body, and she names a couple sly dench moves. It's not enough. Another one comes out, absolutely batters her. She gets beaten to death. It's bare deep. She gets smashed up. She gets absolutely obliterated. She can't handle it. Then main character goes in, one punches that shit, fucking like his name's Saitama. He gets this really cool looking claw thing. and kind of has flashbacks. Has that moment where he's just like, where she says what he used to say, and it kind of just like breaks him in. And he's just like, I gotta do this. Oh, if it's not even like I gotta do this, it's like, you suck. Let me step in and save you. So he goes in, boom, one punches that shit. He gets this. Oh, the gauntlet thing is so cool, and the style when he uses it is even better. It gets crazy because he gets like that bad character look on his face when he's punching through this demon's guts, instantly killing it, and he gets that crazy deranged feeling. I don't know. There's something underlying there, which is interesting. The beast is slain. She's all but hurt because, man, just one hit. He said she did just one hit, and she's all like, man, I'm not that good. I'm leaving basically. Episode concludes. He then, in episode 2, starts. He's like, don't tell anyone I did this. Don't you dare tell anyone I was in Magano. I don't want to be an exorcist. I hate this. I quit. I don't want to do it. It's not my style. I quit forever. Turns out, boom, she's his new dorm mate, flatmate, I don't know. They're in this dorm thing with other exorcists. He's all like, oh, fuck. Typical anime stuff. You get trapped with your arch enemy, and it turns out fated to be together. It's seemingly all over it. Twin star exorcists. It's in the description of the anime. They're always fated to be. To create something. And the episode continues. It's interesting. You see how the dynamic between them furthers and gets more deep. You see their connection start to begin. It starts off as that casual, almost hatred, malevolence. I don't know really how to describe it. It's kind of dark, but not. It's weird. It's good stuff. It's very interesting because you see how these characters interact initially, which will then be contrasted with how they act in episode 12. The difference between 2 and 12 being 10, of course. Very interesting the way anime does it. Very, very smart. So, you got their relationship. Boom. Then other stuff happens. She gets in a car. She's dormed at the place. There's that typical ecchi moment where he walks in on her showering. What are the odds? Then this dude in pants comes in. And he's all weird and quirky. And he's that one character who everyone knows. He's like... It's hard to explain. It's hard to compare. He's weird, but not surprisingly, he's the head of the Exorcists. He's that character. He's like Mephisto from Blue Exorcist. Why did that take me so long to get to? Yeah, he's like that guy. He orders a convergence of all of the Exorcists up to this point, and to give this great prophecy, because once upon a time there was a prophecy that suggested that one person will be able to defeat all the Kagure. These are the names of the demons, the Kagure. I should have mentioned that. But no matter. Reconvenes. They're all underground for some reason. It's an interesting battleground looking area, which is fun. The Miko, the person who is supposed to bring forth this prophecy, is actually these two people. Boom. And he gets them to fight. And then Bear cusses his dead friends to get the main character mad. I was not about that. That was not okay. I was a bit salty at that. That made me a bit mad. Yeah. That made me a bit that riled me up inside. That done goofed me up. He puts on his arm, he starts beating the shit out of of the other girl, Benio. And Benio's not having it after a while. She activates her Uber mode, which is quick speed maneuver 87, and she just starts slicing him up. He has incredible power in this fist, but no speed really. She has incredible speed, but her strikes lack power. After a while, they battle. Of course, the other dude jumps in and is like, "Fuck, dude, I ain't even mad. I need to stop this shit." Jumps in, stops it with a fucking talisman, turns off all their armaments and all their enchantments, essentially. He's like, "I'm bare sorry I cussed your friends down. That was not okay. That was just to make you mad, so you put on the thing." And turns Turns out, Miko was just like the precursor to the... Or no, he specifically says the twin stars were the precursor to the Miko. Meaning that these two are to be wed, and the child that they will have is the Miko. The thing that will destroy all the Kagure. Of course, main characters like, what? Other characters like, what? Story ends. Really interesting development there at the end, because you now get the reason why they purposely show the demise between the two people, but they also purposely show their extreme talent and power at exercising. Not like running, but like killing demons. So, where will it go from there? I haven't read the manga, so I don't know. I can't wait to find out. But I hope you like the video. It's bare awkward for me to do these solo. I feel like I'm just in my room, sitting down, looking at whatever I can to try and distract me. But I'll keep doing these. I'll get better at it. And I'll keep getting better at it. That's how I have to think about it. But until then, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, get up in that comment section, show this anime the love it deserves, and peace. That's been me, Marcus, the DeusOtakus channel.